What career-ending injury created the Charleston Chew? A really bad fall. Charleston Chew are a vanilla nougat enrobed in a chocolatey coating. They were released in 1922 in Cambridge, Massachusetts by the Foxcross Candy Company and are named not after the city in South Carolina, nor my valet, but rather the dance with more knee-touching than any other, the Charleston. A popular dance in the African-American communities of the East Coast since the early 1900s, it was brought to national prominence by James P. Johnson, but in a time before knowing you've made it when they made fun of you on Saturday Night Live, there was no higher pinnacle of fame than being turned into a candy bar. In 1957, they introduced the chocolate and strawberry kinds, as well as the famous Charleston crack that involved capitalizing on a new American trend at the time, home freezers. More and more people were owning freezers in their homes, so Charleston Chew started recommending people freeze them and then smack them on a hard surface so that they crack apart into bite-sized segments, and people with freezer mania putting whatever they could into their new freezers loved it. Way more popular than the grandma's inherited bone china crack. They're now owned by Tootsie Roll Industries, but their original inventor was Don Lee Cross, who is an aspiring Shakespearean actor in San Francisco. He was a true believer that all the world's a stage, except it turns out the part that isn't a stage, because he fell off the stage during a performance and injured his back so badly he had to quit acting and find a new career, making candy. Tough crowd, tougher floor. My review? There aren't a lot of contenders in the realm of just chocolate and nougat candy, but this one still isn't at the top. It's nowhere near as good as the Three Musketeers, and I prefer a stretchier nougat in this genre, but this is more of the marshmallow variety, especially so because the flavor of vanilla extract in it is really strong. If you lean more marshmallow, you'll like this, but if you're like me, you'll prefer a look bar. So my rating out of 5 cavities is 1.6.